In 2002, when I was 19, I had a close personal encounter with a dark entity. My family lived in West Virginia, up the hollow like most of the people in the state. Late one night, myself and 3 others decided to take a walk a bit further up the hollow in a long, large loop. The idea was to walk along the roads which circle around to the back of the family property, a short trip through the woods behind my great-uncle's house, and then down the driveway to my house. In order to reach his property line, we had to leave the old dirt road and cross through a cow field. I was in the lead because I typically walked through these fields and woods when hunting and would walk this route in the dark with no problems. And before the night in question, I had never experienced anything at all, or after, mainly because I never walked that route after dark ever again. I would take the long way home to avoid that patch of forest. It was a cloudy, moonless night, and as you guessed it, dark. We did not have flashlights. When I approached the fence, nothing. However, when I grabbed the barbed wire to cross, there was an entity there waiting on the other side. I didn't see it. I saw darkness and the first set of trees. It made itself known through a growl. Guttural growl. I'm 5'9" and it was head level to me. When it started to growl, it sounded like a mixture of a bear and a deep rumble of a large dog. It was directly in front of me, in what felt like the space of about an inch. I froze. My senses were going crazy trying to figure out what I was standing in front of. Its breath was hot and smelled like rotting flesh. Whatever it was in my face, daring me to cross. I must say too, with my eyes only, because I dared not move, I tried to find it. I saw the trees directly behind it, but not it. I just knew that I was going to die at that moment. I was terrified to the core. As abruptly as it made itself known, it was gone. It left without making a sound. I felt all of my hair stand on end, and my heart honestly must have missed a beat. I felt the chill of the air. I felt like I could breathe again, so I turned to look at those that were with me, and my worst fear was realized. This is real. It actually happened. 2 of them were frozen in spot with horror-stricken faces, and the third one was already running. Without another thought, I let go of the fence and ran past the 2. I ran to the closest dusk to dawn light, climbed up the apple tree next to it, and waited there until daylight. I did go back the next day with a rifle and my buddy to find nothing. No hair, no footprints, nothing. You could clearly see where I had stood, but that was it. I never figured out what it was for sure. That was until last year when I discovered the accounts of Ed and Lorraine Warren. They explained the many different haunts of demons, how they operate, and that is when it all clicked. I came face to face with a demon. Years after the incident, only one other family ever lived in that house, and only lasted a couple of weeks. According to my cousin, they packed up everything, moved out, and then called back to say they wouldn't be returning. Before you ask, the house fell in on itself a couple of years ago. Yes, this is my true account of the situation, and I never truly found out what it was. All I know is Ed and Lorraine Warren spelled out how demons work.